Catnip Cartel. How to play. To set up the game, choose a player to be the dealer. Lay the 8 named cat cards in a row on the table facing the dealer. The order doesn't matter. Next, locate the double-sided catnip payoff cards. Each cat has 5 of them. Arrange them so that the top number is green and stack them in order with the highest number, 5, on top and the lowest number, 1, on the bottom. Do the same for each cat's catnip payoff cards and place the stacks on the table. Finally, shuffle the remaining cards to form a draw pile. Now you're ready to play. Catnip Cartel is a strategic betting game where players wager on what the final cat positions will be at the end of the game. For example, they might look like this. During gameplay, each of the cats will accumulate a stack of cards, referred to as its stack. Adding a card to a cat's stack moves it up the ranks. But more on this later. The dealer goes first, and on your turn, you have 3 options. The first option is to draw the top card of the draw pile. The draw pile contains 2 kinds of cards: stack cards and action cards. Action cards contain text explaining what to do and are self-explanatory. An action card can be used immediately or saved for a later turn. If you draw a stack card, you must immediately place it on that cat stack, which is formed right above its name card. For example, assume you draw a peep stack card. You'd place it on peep stack whenever a card is added or removed from a cat stack. It is the dealer's responsibility to reorder them, to reorder the cats. Follow these rules. The cat moves ahead of any cats with fewer cards. In case of ties, the active cat passes any cats it is tied with. The other cats then shift down to fill the gap. In this case, Peep has 1 card, which is more than any cat ahead of him, who all have 0 cards, so he moves up to first place, and the other cats move down to fill the gap. Reordering the cats is very important, so let's practice one more. Assume the layout looks like this later in the game, and a player draws a Pretz stack card. Pretz now has more cards than Gooses, and is tied with Carl and Beeve with 2 cards, so he will pass all 3 cats. However, he does not have more cards than, nor is he tied with, Zushi. So he'll move into second place, and the 3 cats he passed with shift down. You'll get the hang of it. But if you forget, you can refer to the reordering cats card. There is also an example you can refer to. The same mechanic applies in reverse if an action card is used to remove a card from a cat stack. There is also an example of this in the deck that you can refer to. Now, where were we? Yes. Instead of drawing a card on your turn, the other option you have is to take 1 catnip payoff card from any cat's pile. Catnip payoff cards either earn or lose you points based on the cat's final position at the end of the game. For example, you'd earn 5 points if Beeve finishes in first place, 4 points if he finishes in second, and so on. But you'd lose points if he finishes in one of these bottom positions. The middle 4th and 5th positions are always worth 0 points and are not listed. The other side of the card is just the opposite and awards points for losing. When you take a catnip payoff card, place it in front of you and decide which side to put face up. Once you've made your choice, it's locked in for the rest of the game. You can collect multiple catnip payoff cards throughout the game, and it's fine to have more than one for the same cat. The third and final option you have on your turn is to use an action card if you have one. You can only use 1 action card at a time. Any unused action cards are simply discarded at the end. And those are your 3 options. Play continues until all 8 cats have at least 1 card in their stack. When this happens, the final round begins. Each player, including the one who placed the last stack card, gets 1 final turn. On your final turn, you can choose to draw a card, use an action card, or pass. You are not allowed to take a catnip payoff card. After everyone has taken their final turn, the game ends. Now it's time to tally points. The cat's final positions are read from the dealer's left to right. For example, suppose these are your catnip payoff cards. You'd earn 3 points for Carl's 7th place finish, 2 points and another 1 point for Beeve's 3rd place finish, and 5 points for Goose's 1st place finish, for a total score of 11 points, and the player with the most points wins. Now go play.